Happy New Year! I'm your host, Christian Patterson, here to bring you this week's edition of TV20's Inside Sports Report. With Baker Mayfield leading a team full of young, talented players, the Cleveland Browns have went from zeros to heroes in one season. With multiple wins on the field, it's only right they continue to win off the field. The organization hosted a holiday shopping event with the Division of Recreation at Target, helping to put a smile on a number of kids' faces right before Christmas.
So today we have brought 50 kids for passing along the joy with the Cleveland Browns, sponsored by the Cleveland Browns here at Target. 50 kids total.
And Drew Stanton and the other quarterbacks from the Cleveland Browns chose to step up and pass along the joy through a very unique event here at a local retail store for them to pick out all their favorite toys. So when the quarterbacks said that they wanted to work with some kids from the city of Cleveland, we knew the right place to go was the City of Cleveland Rec Department, and through their 22 different rec centers, these children were identified to have this once-in-a-lifetime experience with the Browns quarterbacks and some of their teammates.
Rec center staff and managers tried to choose kids that are in need, first of all. Secondly, that are well-behaved as well. And they're chosen through their staff and brought here.
Browns players split the kids up into groups. Each kid was given $100 to spend on whatever they wanted in the store.
Being a rec center kid myself, many years ago, I know myself, I used to go through some of these at like Cadell Rec and with Cavs players, Browns players. I know that a lasting impression on me. You walk around with some of your so-called heroes in Cleveland sports, and to me, it just leaves an impression for the rest of their lives.
Events like this serve as a reminder to players on how imperative it is to give back to the less fortunate.
Yeah, the players, we were all kids at one time, and I think the players look back at what their childhoods were like and the gifts they received or didn't receive, and they always want to pay it forward. So that to the players, it was really important to take the time during the holiday season. You know, they have to go to work first thing in the morning like we all do, but they wanted to take some time this evening and just really spread the holiday joy and the holiday spirit by allowing these kids to shop with them, get to know those kids, the players that they're cheering on Sundays, and just have a really good time during the holiday season.
Building trust between youth and law enforcement is vital, and that comes from positive interactions. If youth can engage with officers outside the line of duty more often, they can actually see them as regular people, and their negative perceptions may change. Willow School held an event called Balling with the Boys in Blue, a basketball game in which students played against officers that were delighted to come out and interact with the kids.
So today's event was put together by my anti-bully coordinator, Officer Brown, and this year we are so excited because with her being the anti-bully specialist, she has put together so many activities for kids today. Today, what the focus is community engagement, where we want to let our scholars know that the police in our community are here to help them. And so this event is so important because it is a positive interaction for our scholars to mingle with the Cleveland police. So we're excited about this.
The idea stemmed from my anti-bully ambassadors. They came and told me that not only do students bully students, but they feel that teachers bully students, and they feel that they get bullied by the police officers. So what more of a wonderful event than to have the police officers play a game and then also have a one-on-one, eat dinner, and have an understanding that they're human just like we are. So that's where the idea stemmed from.
Officer Rashawn Rahim touched on why he feels it's so important for the kids to engage with officers and why they chose basketball.
It's a great opportunity for them to realize police aren't bad. We're citizens, we're police officers, we're humans, we're we're a lot of things just like them, or what they could be when they get older. Adults like basketball, sports. Children like sports, basketball. It's just the common denominator. Bring them together, a common goal to break down those barriers. And that's an easy way, basketball, something that we both have in common.
From the warm-up shoot-around to the final whistle, the kids and officers really enjoyed themselves.
We had fun because, like, we were shooting threes, but, like, our teammates would get mad, but, like, when they got mad, we was able to, like, make them not mad anymore and to just help them shoot and calm down and stuff.
How much fun was it for you?
It was fun for me, too, because we get to play against police officers and we get to have time to play. It was fun.
Our kids need to know that the police are not their enemies. They are here to help them. They need to understand that they are people too, and that they have families they want to go home to, and they want to make sure that our kids are safe.
We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with more of TV20's Inside Sports Report.
Hi, I'm Mayor Frank Jackson. You've probably seen media coverage of the growing opioid epidemic in northeastern Ohio. But what you might not know is how many of these tragedies begin with a seemingly innocent prescription for pain medication. That is why we're teaming with the Cuyahoga County Opiate Marketing Task Force to encourage you to know the risk. Go to the website on your screen to learn which pills are opiates and alternative ways of dealing with pain. Which starts as a prescription can end with addiction, so know the risk.
Hi, I'm Judge Marilyn Cassidy from the Cleveland Municipal Court. For the last 4 years, I've been overseeing a docket devoted to assisting survivors of human trafficking. January is National Slavery and Human Trafficking Prevention Month. Among the millions trafficked worldwide each year, there are children and adults being trafficked right here in Cleveland. Recognizing key indicators of human trafficking is the first step in identifying victims and can help save a life.
Hi, I'm Karen Walsh with the Collaborative to End Human Trafficking. As Judge Cassidy said, human trafficking happens here too. To learn the warning signs of trafficking, please visit the Collaborative's website and click on Human Trafficking Red Flags. If you suspect human trafficking, please call the Cuyahoga Regional Human Trafficking Task Force or the Project STAR hotline at the Cleveland Rape Crisis Center. Join us. Working together, we can end human trafficking.
Welcome back to TV20's Inside Sports Report. I'm your host, Christian Patterson. The Department of Recreation is dedicated to keeping kids active through various sports and activities. They recently teamed up with the Foundry to offer kids a chance to learn more about the sport of rowing, with lessons at different rec centers on the east and west side.
They love it. It's something new, something different. And not all the kids know how to swim, because you really don't have to know how to swim, but you have to be a water baby because you have to enjoy the water. But, you know, not all the youth is good in swim teams and stuff like that, but something that's a sport that's in the water, they love it because it's so different, you know, so they love it.
I like the rowing because I've never done it before, and because this is a good experience for me and my brother.
We joined up with the rec division a couple years ago, and we were able to start off by having athletes, young folks from the community come into our center. We have indoor rowing tanks at the Foundry, and so we started by showing kids that, showing them a little bit about our sport, a little bit about what makes rowing unique and how they might be able to get involved. And then actually Delise came up with this great idea to take one of our smaller shells and put it in the pool, so that's what we're here doing today. Our regular rowing shells are about 60 feet long, so they're hard to transport and they're hard to get into places. So we have the plastic ones today that are a little bit more durable, they're a little bit more kid-friendly, but they allow the kids to really try it out before they ever have to do anything else, so they can learn a little bit more about rowing.
Well, I learned a lot, and I think it's really fun. I mostly learned about how going backwards and forwards and how to turn and stuff. And I also learned how not to fall off.
In rowing, we use our legs, and so we spend a little bit of time on the indoor rowing machines that we have. So we brought 2 of those here today. We'll show the kids what they're supposed to be doing so that they can kind of try it out before they get on the water. But as soon as they get on the water, there's probably 10-15 minutes of I don't know what's happening and this is kind of crazy, and then there's usually a light bulb moment pretty quickly, which is really awesome to see. Normally when you teach people how to row, it takes 6 to 8 weeks for them to have that light bulb moment, to really feel like they're connected and feel like they understand what they're supposed to be doing. But with the boats and the pools, they can have that really, really quickly. So it's a pretty cool experience for them.
They can come to the recreation centers and see if we have that program there at that moment. If not, we can give them the information at Foundry, because they also will invite them. They have programs down there for the community as well. So that's another good thing. We start in the center and then we interact with them, and then they'll come down there and do some of their programs that they have in the rowing and sailing program.
Down at the Foundry, all we do is community rowing and sailing, so we do both of those sports, and a lot of kids don't know that they could do that, especially in the city. Even if they're so close to the river and the lake, they don't know that that's an option for them. So we're hoping to open up that book and show them a little bit about what's out there. Rowing is really great because, especially for women, you can get scholarships. It's the #1 scholarship sport, and so trying to open up and include more people in our sports. We think that there's a lot of really good character building opportunities there, and a lot of really good opportunities for them to excel and to grow as a human being, and so we want to make sure that they know that that opportunity is available to them.
Thanks for watching the Inside Sports Report. If you would like to catch past episodes of the Inside Sports Report, Classic Sports, or any city championship games, head over to our TV20 YouTube channel and click on subscribe.